Good morning. Thank you for being here. I wanted to do a brief introduction of myself and then say a few words to kick off the day. So that's a little bit about myself. I'm from the Republic of Bulgaria. I grew up in Sofia, which is a 9,000-year-old capital of a 1,300-year-old Thracian nation. I would love to tell you an inspirational story why I ended up in the technology field, but the truth is, at least in part, that my handwriting is nearly indecipherable, even to myself, so it looks much clearer on a computer screen. I once drew a diagram for one of our business analysts at ISACA. He sat there for a minute looking at it, and then he asked, "Is this Bulgarian?" So anyway, I came to America on a scholarship to study computer science at Southern Illinois University. That's about 5 hours away from Chicago. After school, I worked my way in a company called Follett Software, which is a private company in K-12 in the field of education. And I eventually became president of the company. I saw the entire American education system being disrupted, and new technologies were fundamentally changing the way students were learning. So back to my path where I'm today. In 2014, I became a CIO of Cook County, which is the second most populous county in the United States around Chicago, 5.3 million population. I wanted the job because I saw the same conditions in place that I saw in the field of education, which is government was getting disrupted. So in 4.5 years at Cook County, I saw about 20 years worth of change, and I kind of aged about 30. Subsequently, I was a CIO at a construction company, $3 billion construction and design company on the bleeding edge of education, virtual design, drone technology, connectivity. So I joined ISACA because I missed the mission-driven nature of embracing the positive nature of technology and preparing the next generation of practitioners. I'm often asked, how did I switch between education and government and association and construction? My response is always the same. I approach everything with a mindset of a learner, not an expert, right? So I don't pretend that I'm 100% responsible for my ideas. They were prompted by the study of others. So a few words I wanted to say about ISACA and the connection between CMMI and ISACA. One of the things that I wanted to share with you today, and it's not on the slide, so I wish I did prepare the slide. Lindsay, apologies. I should have prepared the slide, but now that you know more about me, I want to share some ISACA update, and the most critical one is that we have launched a new mission and vision statements for ISACA, which focus on you, our partners, our members. Your critical work advances trust in technology, and we are here to empower you through your career journeys. So our new vision says that we are championing a workforce committed to advancing trust in technology. Again, you're going to hear quite a bit if you're staying at the conference about career journeys, trust in technology, artificial intelligence. So all of those are huge investments that ISACA is making to serve individuals and organizations worldwide who are prioritizing trust across IT audit, assurance, security, privacy, governance, risk management, compliance, and emerging technologies. One of my key responsibilities is technology. The second one is customer experience. And the third, most importantly, is the CMMI product line. CMMI, we are all here today because of it, is globally recognized and respected. And we are committed to providing the tools needed to achieve efficient, significant improvement for organizations. We are also focused on supporting you, our partners, and enabling you to help your business and customers succeed. We had a very eventful 2024. The CMMI certification pathways courses and exams were updated to align with CMMI version 3.0 and the latest best practices. We continually developed additional performance and platform architecture improvements. We completed over 4,900 appraisals, 77% of which were in China. Our medical device discovery appraisal program, or MDAP, also thrived. We had 125 sites enrolled, representing a 10% increase over 2023. And we completed 102 appraisals, also a 10% increase. We worked through 2024 to create a standalone MDAP certification of appraisers, which will be rolled, and it's already rolled, in the coming months. And we are doing a fabulous job increasing the supply in this area. We are focused on continued operational efficiencies, for which I'm sure we'll hear from you as well. We are proud of our continued growth and have much more planned for 2025. We will continue to invest in making CMMI even more impactful for organizations while improving the audit process and stabilizing the platform. So you'll be hearing today from Roman and other folks around quality. You'll be hearing about our investment in innovation from Ron and Roman and other folks with the AI working group. And you'll be hearing with other investments, like, for example, we are establishing a new quality position in China as well. So that's just one of the many examples of our investments in quality, in innovation, and scalability. So one of the ways to invest in CMMI ecosystem was for us to ring fence, I'm using a very specific kind of term, kind of isolate the business operationally. There were three main reasons for the move. One is to highlight the CMMI Institute and the MDAP businesses separately, and that elevates their recognizable and valuable brands and puts the spotlight on them when talking to relevant audiences. The second reason is to have separate legal entities to provide a clarity of purpose and focus for each business. And third, last but not least, as each of these businesses has grown and expanded, we created separate legal entities in the beginning of the year, and that was the right thing to do from a fiduciary perspective to propel CMMI and MDAP to the next level. So the journey continues. We are so successful because of our global network of engaged members and partners like yourself. You just heard 9 countries traveling. Some of the folks, the one that traveled probably from the furthest was 70-hour trip to come here, 70. This diversity has been considered one of our most dynamic assets. It enables us to learn from one another, engaging divergent viewpoints on a variety of professional topics. And that sort of collaboration brings forth better ideas and better solutions. I'm looking forward to talking with you further today.